Hi, and welcome to Aussie Liberty. My name is Lee. I want to talk today about the seen and the unseen. This is a concept that was first kind of thought up by a guy called Frédéric Bastiat, a French sort of philosopher and political scientist, I guess. So I'm going to read a bit out of one of his essays called The Seen and the Unseen. And I want to make some points that I think are really important to think about, and something, and really this, I'm hoping will be a theme of my videos ongoing. So in the economic sphere, this is the essay, an act, an habit, an institution, a law produces not just one effect, but a series of effects. Of these effects, the first alone is immediate. It appears simultaneously with its cause. It is seen. The other effects emerge only subsequently. They are not seen. We are fortunate if we foresee them. There is only one difference between a bad economist and a good one. The bad economist confines himself to the visible effect. The good economist takes into account both the effect that can be seen and those effects that must be foreseen. Yet this difference is tremendous, for it is almost always happens that when the immediate consequence is favourable, the later consequences are disastrous and vice versa. Hence, it follows that the bad economist pursues a small present good that will be followed by a great evil to come, while the good economist pursues a great good to come at the expense of a small present evil. So, I guess this is something, not to be too mean, but I think most people are bad economists. That is, they look at a problem, they say, how can we fix this problem? Okay, generally speaking, it's the government will get to fix this problem. In sort of a small part, the government addresses that problem, and they go, okay, we're done. That's it. And they go home, and they don't necessarily think about it again. And I think this is what, when he says that, Bastiat says, the first alone is immediate when it appears with its cause, it is seen. That's what people do. They say, let's fix this problem. Okay, it's fixed. End of story. But even smart people, I think, quite often to think, how can we foresee potential consequences ahead of the implications of what, the other effects that are going to happen that we don't necessarily pay attention to. So I got to go off a conversation I had with a friend recently. I made a comment about socialism and how it's dangerous. He sort of suggested that it's good that people can, for example, go to a hospital without racking up huge debts. And I'll be fair, my friend Peter, he may even see this, who I think is a top bloke, bright guy, engineer, understands. I think he understands this stuff pretty well. And I think he probably does think about the unseen, but at a surface level, a lot of people do what he did, which is say, okay, well, we don't want people to have debt, therefore we'll get the government to pay for hospitals, therefore we solve the problem. And I think you need to think more broadly, well, what else will happen as a result of the government, say, running hospitals? Like, you need to think of not just the person who avoids debt, but also the person who gets bad healthcare or can't get enough healthcare in enough time and dies as a result. You need to think about the debt. You need to think about the implications it has on control of people's lives that will come with that. So, people, once you start paying for something, people will say, well, we don't want drug users to get access to my money. Therefore, we must crack down on drug use so they're using my money. So there's all sorts of consequences that come with the government doing these things. And, well, I guess there's effects for other things doing these things, but generally they don't have the ability to coerce others. So it's probably not as important to necessarily be concerned with the ongoing effects, foreseeable effects. So I guess I want to encourage you, dear viewer, that when you think about solving problems, you need to think about both the seen and the unseen. And hopefully through future videos, I can go into sort of specific examples of this. And so we can sort of discuss. And if you want to make a comment, please feel free to comment in my channel on YouTube, or you can comment on, I always post on Facebook, and I also post on Twitter, which is @AussieLiberty. And Facebook is facebook.com/AussieLiberty. So if you want to make a comment, if there's a particular area you want me to discuss, please hit me up and let me know. And make sure you like and subscribe and follow me on social media and whatnot. Thanks very much.